The following is a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.
Welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, thank you for joining us today. We have got some wonderful itineraries on board some Royal Caribbean International cruise ships today. Now, Royal Caribbean International have thought of everything when it comes to cruising. Just wait until you see what they have got on board their cruise ships. It's unbelievable. It's like a floating holiday resort. Yeah. And if you're looking for somewhere to take the children away at the end of the summer holidays this year, then stay tuned because we've got an itinerary that for some areas will fall right at the end of the summer holidays.
Fabulous.
And there is so much going on board for children. People often say, well, what's there to do on a cruise ship for children? What isn't there to do for children on board a Royal Caribbean ship? And while they are having fun, you get to relax, enjoy things like the wonderful spa facilities. Well, before we tell you about these wonderful itineraries and the incredible value for money, might I add, we're going to find out a little bit more about Royal Caribbean International from the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks so much indeed, Carly. Now, the thing is with the Royal Caribbean International, you get so much more. And it's what's included in the price of your holiday that, you know, you've got to think about these things. First of all the cruises are full board. That's breakfast, lunch, evening meal, and 5-course evening meals as well, waiter served, or there's the buffet. There's a choice of restaurants. There's afternoon snacks, evening snacks, fabulous entertainment. And when I talk about entertainment, how much would it cost you to go to a West End show? Well, do you know, you don't get much change out of about 60, 80 quid, do you? That included every single night of your holiday. Do you ever go to see one of those shows on ice? How much do they cost? They're included. You can go and see them. And then throughout the day, there's so much going on around the ship. From the flow riders and all this sort of thing. In mini golf, it's all included in the price. I think that what you've got to think of is, and it's true, isn't it? There's so much going on. Just, you know, add it all up. And what you'd normally spend on holiday, it's included in the price.
Yes, absolutely. And this first itinerary, this is the one I was talking about the summer holidays. This is going on the 26th of August for 7 nights around Europe. And we are going on board the Navigator of the Seas. So let's join John now and take a little look around.
Welcome on board Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. It's a ship that's just full of fun for all the family, with theatre shows to go to, there's swimming pools, jacuzzis, casinos, there's food everywhere, and there's even an ice skating rink. So we better get our skates on. Well, let's start as we need to go on, eh? We're in the buffet, and this is the fast food section. Over there, there's absolutely wonderful things to eat, including a carvery. And I'll tell you what as well, look over this way. You're going to love it. This is all the desserts. And I've been reliably informed there are no calories at sea. Once you've stocked up with the buffet, you should have more than enough energy to explore all the activities this ship has to offer. And believe me, you'll need it. Well, to start off with, there's this, the rock climbing wall. It's nearly 40 metres above the ocean waves. Looks a lot of fun to me. And then there's this, a Royal Caribbean favourite. It's the Flow Rider. There's 60,000 gallons of water flowing past you every single minute. It's incredible. And whether you're a pro like him or you just want to give it a go, it's a lot of fun. I think I'll give it a go. What do you mean you forgot me shorts? Well, for the young or the younger heart, they even have a mini golf course on board, which is a lot of fun. I've got to admit, golf's not really my thing. It's not. I wonder if they have a 19th hole on board. Luckily they do. It's this, the Viking Crown Lounge. And I tell you what, with a selection of drinks like this and a view like this, I could relax here all day. And talking of relaxation, what about this? It's the Lido deck. There's the big screen there for the movies that you can watch while you're floating away, or you can just relax by one of the pools or in one of the jacuzzis. It's so good. I think if you look hard enough, you'll find a sunbed with your name on it. Oh, well, if the weather isn't playing ball, as always here at Solarium, which is a great place to relax and enjoy life. It's also close to the Vitality Spa and also the fitness centre as well. Here you can have a massage, a beauty treatment, or maybe work off a few of those little calories that have snuck on board. So, after a daytime of fun, it's time to get changed and get ready for a nighttime of fun. Come on. Now, whatever grade of cabin that you choose, there's some things that you're going to be really impressed with. First of all, there's the amount of storage space, there's the comfy beds, there's the wonderful bathroom, but what I particularly like about this stateroom is this. It's the balcony. There's nothing like a bit of your own space on board to relax and enjoy as you cruise into all the different destinations. And once you've spruced yourself up, it's time to go and see what other surprises this ship has to offer. This is the Royal Promenade. It's the real heartbeat of the ship. This is where you can come of an evening for a relaxing glass of something before evening meal, or maybe a cup of coffee and a cake during the day. There are 6 different bars to relax and enjoy here, including Vintages, which is a wine bar. Some good stuff on there. There's duty-free shopping, and there's even, look at this, local at sea. I'll see you. Now, duty-free shopping is great for the adults, but not so great for the kids. But I know one thing that will keep them happy. But definitely not before dinner. Well, maybe just one. Talking of dinner, how about this for an evening meal venue? It's the Sapphire Restaurant. It's really true fine dining. Look at it, set over 3 different floors as well. Nearly as much for every course you're going to get, because you're not going to get 3 courses, you're going to get a 5-course evening meal. It's also open for breakfast and lunch as well. It truly is a wonderful affair. But if you don't fancy that, well, there's also the speciality dining as well. They may have a small cover charge, but they're a perfect place to enjoy a special occasion or an anniversary when you're on board. But remember, don't fill up too much, because there's still plenty more fun to be had. Here in the Starlight Lounge, you can enjoy a wealth of late-night entertainment, including bingo, live music, comedians, and even a karaoke that gets shown around the ship on a dedicated channel in all of the staterooms. But if you prefer to leave the singing to the professionals, then I've got the perfect place for you. Now, this is the rather impressive Metropolis Theatre, and as you can see, every seat's the best seat in the house. And every night there are great different West End style shows that you're just going to love, and it's all included in the price of your ticket. So, let's enjoy the show. But if you want to watch something really different at sea, then one of the ice show spectaculars in Studio B is a must-see. After having a look around the Navigator of the Seas, I think you'll find it's a fabulous place to have a holiday, no matter what kind of holiday you're looking for. If you've got kids, there's plenty for them to do. If you want an active holiday, you want to be climbing rock walls, or you want to be having a mini golf, or maybe going in the Flow Rider, you can do. But if you just want to relax, you can do as well. There's the wonderful food with such choice. I think it's the type of holiday that you'll love. So why not take you away on a holiday on the Navigator of the Seas? Yeah, it really is good. And remember, this is going on the 26th of August for 7 nights. So it's the last week of the school holidays in lots of areas around the UK. So you turn up at Southampton, they take your baggage off you. The next time you see it, it's at your stateroom. You saunter on board, you go to the buffet. Everybody does. It's the law of the sea. And then we're going to cruise out. And our first protocol is Hamburg in Germany, which is just steeped in history. It's the second largest city in Germany as well. It really is incredible to go and have a look around and take in. There's lots of canals there as well, which are really unusual. Then it's crossed over to Oslo in Norway. Now, with Oslo, the one thing you'll love about it is it's really walkable. And when the ship pulls in, it's very close in to where the city centre is. Then we're off to Zeebrugge in Belgium. This way you can go to Bruges for the day, or even to Brussels. Take it all in. But Bruges is absolutely gorgeous with its chocolate box little town centre. If you want to go on this, what I'd say is dial a number right now, because it's an incredible price from just £699. If you want to upgrade to an ocean view, that's only £749, and the balcony is £849. But when you get on board for £699 with all that included in the price, I wouldn't hang around. Get on the phone right now. It's high season, low price.
Yes, absolutely. And as I said, if you want to take the children away with you, this is a wonderful amount of time as well. 7 nights, especially if you've never cruised before. It's a chance to go and really see what it's all about. Take on all the fabulous activities on board, the entertainment, the wonderful food. And just to top it all off, you're visiting 3 different countries in 1 week holiday. How wonderful is that? Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to sail you out from Southampton, head for our first port of call, Hamburg. Beautiful Hamburg. Stroll the canals there, maybe head to the fish market or the merchants district. There's lots of elegant buildings as well as some wonderful museums. And then, of course, you could go to Miniature Wonderland as well. Then our next port of call is Oslo. And as John said, it is a really walkable city and it's very compact. I did a walking tour and you do manage to get in all of the wonderful sights of the city. And the ice bar is a lovely little added extra to go and enjoy as well. Then our final
big glass there.
Oh, yeah, you do, yes, John. Doesn't last very long. Then our final port of call will be Zeebrugge. This is where you could head into beautiful Bruges, enjoy a little canal cruise while you're there and stroll the cobbled streets. And I enjoyed a lot of chocolate and a chocolate-topped waffle here. It was absolutely delicious. And maybe if you'd prefer, go to Brussels and see some of the wonderful monuments and highlights there as well before we sail you back into Southampton. And those inside fares there were from just £699 per person. When you think of what's included in the price, this is incredible value for money. And then to upgrade to the outside or to the balcony stateroom, they're incredible fares as well. All you've got to do is get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and this time we are taking you around the lovely Canary Islands. Wow. And this is on board the fabulous Independence of the Seas. So we're going to join John now and take a look around.
So this is the Royal Promenade. You've got everything here from a Ben & Jerry's, and you never stay in that stateroom up there. You get free Ben & Jerry's ice cream all time long. And then we've got the cafe, we've got shops and entertainment. There's even a pie shop. So I'll pop in here, so if you get here and there's none, you know where's all the pies. So here we are, just arrived on board, and where are we? Well, it's the Law of the Sea, isn't it? Bit of rabbit food. Not too much. Oh, this looks lovely. There's so much choice, isn't there? So much choice. Oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, some tomato. Oh, onion. I love a bit of onion. Look at the hams and the cheeses. Meal. If you really want to treat yourself while you're on holiday, why don't you pop into Chops Grill? The steak and seafood here are absolutely incredible and you'll just love it. There's tables for families or couples. It's whatever you want, but I know one thing you will want. You want a really juicy steak and you'll get one. When it comes to accommodation, there's lots to choose from. Now this is the Royal Suite, and I can't promise you that all rooms are going to be like this, with things like their own bar, their own, well, lounge area that's bigger than my lounge at home, bedroom through there with ensuite, of course, and a grand piano. Yeah, I just can't believe it. This is just fantastic.
John, do you know the piano's on my foot?
You hum it, I'll play it. Well, if you're staying in the Royal Suite and you're wondering, is there going to be enough space to hang all my clothes? Well, this is the walk-in wardrobe. I mean to say, there's enough for all my stuff here, and a couple of guests as well. When you've had a hard day at the water park and you're a bit hot and bothered, what's the best thing you can actually do? Well, how about coming to one of these, Sprinkles? The thing is, it's ice cream and you help yourself and it's free. Now that's dangerous. I'll be back in a while for more. Well, you've caught me. I'm in the solarium area, just relaxing and taking it in and checking the compass to find out what's to do on the ship. And there's so much to do. Do you know what? There's so much to do. I think I'll just be busy doing nothing. But that's what cruise holidays are about. Your way, especially on the independence of the seas. Well, everybody's got the 15 minutes worth in them, haven't they? And this is your chance as well. It's the on-air studio. It's a karaoke lounge and it gets seen around the ship. My chance. Do you know, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the room when someone at Royal Caribbean International's HQ suggested they put an ice rink on a ship. Well, obviously that wouldn't work. Well, maybe it would. Now, the thing is, you can learn to skate here, or you can just sit back and watch the shows on ice. It's spectacular. So here we are on the Independence of the Seas. It is one of the biggest, funnest ships to sail out of the UK. When it's full, it has just over 3,500 people on board. But you know what? You wouldn't know that by the space around the decks. Do you know there's 22 different bars and places to mingle of an evening? It's like a floating holiday resort. Yes, there are hot tubs, there's swimming pools, there's the movies which you can see, there's jogging tracks, there's mini golf, there's the flow rider, there's the theatre. Need I say more? There is so much going on, and the food is incredible as well, from the Windjammer to the main restaurant, which is like a fine dining experience in itself. Do you know, when you think what's involved in a Royal Caribbean International holiday, and you look at the Independence of the Seas, it's a holiday you should really think about taking. I love it, and I think you will do too.
Yeah, she's a really great ship, and she's being revitalised as well, so it's going to have more on board as well. Now, this is going to be going to the Canary Islands on the 8th of September for 14 nights. An incredible time you're going to have. We're going to cruise out from Southampton, and our first port of call is Vigo in northern Spain, which is absolutely incredible. A great fishing town, this as well. I did the mussels bed tour and the wine tasting when I was there. Loved it, and I think you will do too. And where the ship pulls in is right in the heart of the city centre. Then we're into Lisbon. Once again, the Seven Hills of Lisbon. I do the hop-on, hop-off tour bus here, just to make sure you get to see everything. And the cruise in and out is incredible too. Then we're into Cadiz in Spain as well. Once again, this is where you go to go see the home of the flamenco dance. Oh yes, grab your maracas, love. And then we're into Lanzarote. Well, this is lovely. And Arrecife, the Blue Lagoon there, has got to be seen to be believed. And the beaches are incredible. Then Gran Canaria. Once again, Las Palmas is a wonderful city. But then there's the beaches of Maspalomas or Puerto Rico, which you can see there, which is absolutely incredible. Then we're into Tenerife. Once again, so much going on in Tenerife. You know, if you want to take your golf clubs, have a get around a golf in Golf del Sur, or maybe go to the banana plantations. They've got lovely banana liqueur there as well. Then we're into La Palma. What a lovely small little island. It's great for walking and taking in tropical islands. It's just great. Then Madeira. They call this the Garden Island, with its cascades of bougainvillea cascading down the side of the hillside, the Madeira wine and the Madeira cake. You've got to try all that. And then finally we're into La Coruña in Spain, which is absolutely incredible. From here you can do loads of stuff, go to pilgrimages and all sorts. It's great. Now look at this price here. 1,329. 1,329 for 2 weeks away. You're going to the Canary Islands, for heaven's sake. If you want the ocean view, it's only 1,629 as well, if you want that. I was thinking, think of how much you'd spend if you wanted to go on a holiday to the Canary Islands for 2 weeks. Would you get full board with all that fabulous entertainment included for that sort of price? I don't think so. There's the number you need. We're waiting for your call.
When people have never cruised, often you get asked, well, obviously the ship's going to spend some time at sea. We're going to have days at sea. What on earth can we do at sea? Well, what can't you do on a Royal Caribbean International cruise? There is so much going on, so much wonderful entertainment, and they even won an award recently at the Cruise International Awards for their onboard activities. So not only have you got the swimming pools and the ice ring and the fabulous shows, there's lots of different things going on all around the ship every single day. You will not have chance to get bored unless you want to. You can just relax on a sun lounger. The choices are yours. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing out from Southampton, heading for our first port of call, lovely Vigo. Sample some seafood in this delightful fishing port, or maybe try a Segway tour for something a bit different. Then we're going to arrive into Lisbon. Now make sure you're out on the deck for the sail into Portugal's capital, as you can spot some of the city's highlights as you pass, including the Belém Tower. Then our next port of call from there will be Cadiz. This is where you could head by to the nearby city of Seville, a romantic city. It's beautiful. Then our next port of call will be Lanzarote. Head to Timofaya National Park in Fire Mountain to see moonlight volcanic views. You could even try a camel ride here and maybe stop off at a local vineyard on the way back. Then we're into Gran Canaria. Try a 4x4 adventure or a trip to a water park, or maybe a little bit more relaxing day strolling around the cobbled streets of Las Palmas. Then we're going to arrive into Tenerife, the largest of the Canary Islands, and the cruise port Santa Cruz has everything from classy bars and restaurants to a variety of shops and museums as well. Then from there we're into La Palma, the smallest of the one of the smaller Canary Islands, with black sandy beaches. It really is charming. Then we're into Madeira, one of my favourite places to visit, the Garden Island. It really is beautiful, and if you're feeling adventurous, you could even go canyoning. And then our final port of call will be La Coruña. Lots of history here and wonderful shopping opportunities as well. And then we'll sail you back in to Southampton. And that incredible fare there starts from £1,329 per person. Incredible value for money for a 14-night cruise. All you've got to do is get yourself on the phone, or take a little look at the website as well. The phone number is 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and this time we are taking you around the Mediterranean highlights, and we're back on board the Independence of the Seas. So let's take a little look around.
These are some of the new experiences as well. These are some of the new experiences that they're putting onto the Independence of the Seas right now, including new restaurants, including teppanyaki. I love that. All the wonderful usual stuff. A fish and chip shop. They're putting one of them on board on top there. They've got, oh, look at this. The Sugar Beach.
Yes.
And put all the new slides on as well. This is good. A zone, you know, there's laser tag zones. There's all the usual stuff. Oh, they've got a new sports bar going on board as well. It's the new look Independence of the Seas. Look at the slides, and it's, you know, it's everything that you love about the Independence of the Seas with knobs on. It really is. I'm looking forward to the fish and chip shop and the sports bar, where they're going to be, showing all like the Premiership football and all this other thing. It's going to be great. And, of course, there's all the usual stuff that you love about the Indy as well, including the wonderful food, the great entertainment, the ice rinks, the flow riders. It's all there. The on-air studio where you can sing. You'd love the on-air studio, you know. It's a karaoke. It's karaoke. Look, it's video to show it all around the ship. This is the main dining room. Absolutely incredible. Remember, this is waiter service. When was the last time you went to a hotel and you got waiter service? It just doesn't happen anymore, does it? It just doesn't happen. It's all just buffet. Now, if you like buffet, great, because you go on a buffet here. The Windjammer is absolutely fabulous. The adult-only area in the pools. I love that. And they've got that sprinkles machine by the kids' pool there, which you just help yourself to ice cream. Oh, that is dangerous. So this is the Independence of the Seas on the 22nd of September, and we're going to some wonderful places around the Mediterranean. Going to cruise out from Southampton, and our first port of call, Gibraltar, the rock itself, a little bit of Britain on the cusp of the Mediterranean. And go right up, and the views from the top of the rock are incredible. Remember, it is duty-free as well. That's always a shame, isn't it? Then we're off to Villafranche. This week we go to Nice for the day, and the south of France at this time of year is lovely, just a little warmer and, lovely. Then we're cruising into Italy, to Civitavecchia, the port for Rome. If you want to go see the Vatican there, big tip here, go in the morning. The queues are a lot lower in the morning. Then to Livorno in Italy this week, go to Florence or maybe Pisa. Have your picture taken holding up the Leaning Tower. I think, does everyone do that who goes there? I think they do. Toulon in the south of France is next. Absolutely incredible. The market here of a morning. Got to be done. It's got to be done. Then we're going to cruise you across into Barcelona. Do you know what? Why don't you go to Ferrari World while you're there? It's just opened up. It's brand new. It's great. Of course, there's so much to do there. That's Ramblers and all the rest of it. It's great. Then right across the Mediterranean and into Lisbon. which you're just going to fall in love with. And where the ship pulls in Lisbon, it's not that far of a walk right into the city centre as well. Vigo next, in Galicia in Spain. Do you know what? Do try the fish while you're here as well. It's lovely. It's a lovely fishing port. And where the ship pulls in, right in the heart of the city centre as well. 1129. 1129. That's an incredible price when you consider you away for 14 nights. If you want an ocean view, it's only 1329. And if you really want to push the balcony, boat out and go for a balcony, 1799. 17 for a balcony on Royal Caribbean. And it's all the new... It's incredible. Just do it. There's the number you need.
Yes, you absolutely should. You saw all those wonderful new things they're putting on board. This is what I mean when I say they have thought of everything and they keep it new and they just keep it so fresh. You're going to have the time of your life. Let's take a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton. Our first port of call will be Gibraltar, the duty-free port. I'd recommend a trip inside the rocks caves. They really are fascinating, and you meet those cheeky Barbary apes as well. Then we're off to Villefranche. This is where you could soak up the glamour in Cannes or visit Nice or Monte Carlo even for the day. Maybe walk the F1 circuit. I'd definitely do that. Then we're going to arrive into Civitavecchia. You can head to Rome from here, see what this amazing city has got to offer. Maybe head to the Colosseum and see if you can find a gladiator. Then our next port of call will be Livorno, and from here you can visit the romantic capital of Italy, Florence, or maybe go and visit the Leaning Tower in Pisa. Before we arrive into our next port of call, Toulon, head to the fascinating old quarter here, or maybe take the fun tourist train around the town. Before we arrive into Barcelona, there's a hop-on, hop-off bus here, which is a great way to get around all the city's highlights. Then our next port of call will be Lisbon, the Portuguese capital. It's got a lovely medieval feel here, and the main square is great for a spot of local cuisine. And our final port of call will be Vigo. Maybe sample some fresh seafood in this lovely fishing port before we sail you back in to Southampton. And all of that from that incredible fare. This really is incredible value for money. £1,129 per person for the inside stateroom. And if you'd like the outside or the balcony stateroom, the fares for those are fabulous as well. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. And if you've never cruised before, ask for our first-time guide to cruising. We're going to send that out to you free of charge, and I'm sure that's going to answer most of the questions you've got. But from myself and from John, it's time for us to go. We'll see you next time on The Cruise Show.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Carry on cruising.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.